Howdy, folks, and a great big welcome to each and every one of you. Well, we've had pretty variable conditions the last couple of weeks. It warms up for a while and then it snows again. Warms up and snows again. That's okay. What I would like to do this week is to show you the second mandolin that I made. Oh, hold it up close. The top and back are arched. There's a close up of the pick guard and the fingerboard. It's got a bone nut in it that I made from a soup bone. And there's the peg head. I make this blue and white stuff, streaky stuff out of Barb shampoo bottles. There's the sides. I got a strip of blue binding around the top, and the bridge is compensated. I didn't put binding around the back because instead I wanted to carve this ridge that sticks out towards the neck. There's the back made out of curly maple. And that's about it. Covered the tailpiece. I burned my name onto the tailpiece cover. This is the second mandolin that I've made. And here's the first one. Basically the same kind of wood, curly maple. I also made a case for this second mandolin out of leather that Barb and I brought back years ago from Mexico. So there's the case. It's got a little accessory pocket, and I would burn this picture on of a caribou. So I have a caribou in the peg head of the mandolin, so I thought I'd match it up. And stitched with 3 colors of nylon thread. I had to lay the stitches out there 5/16 of an inch apart, and then I had to punch all the holes, count them up to make sure that the holes I punched in the sides were the same number as the holes in the top and bottom, and then stitched it all together. Oh, I also lined it with 1/2 inch thick foam covered with cloth. And it's got a back strap on it so you can carry it over your shoulder. Turned out not bad. I still have to tweak it a bit. I might change the action at the nut, and I still have to finish fitting the bridge. But I couldn't wait to knock a tune off on it, so I thought I'd play you an old tune on it that originally came from Ireland. Folks say in the late 1700s, early 1800s, called Miss McLeod's Reel. And it's played all over the United Kingdom and under different names. Mrs. McLeod's Reel, Miss McLeod's. The early settlers brought it across to the United States, and the name there changed into Hop High Ladies. And there's several different verses for the tune that's sung, so I'm going to try to do a bit of each for you today. Hope you enjoy it. Hop high, ladies, 3 in a row. Hop high, ladies, the cake's all dough. Hop high, ladies, 3 in a row. Don't mind the weather if the wind don't blow. Hop high, ladies, 3 in a row. Hop high, ladies, the cake's all dough. Hop high, ladies, 3 in a row. Don't mind the weather if the wind don't blow. Have you ever been to meeting Uncle Joe, Uncle Joe? Have you ever been to meeting Uncle Joe, Uncle Joe? Have you ever been to meeting Uncle Joe, Uncle Joe? Don't mind the weather if the wind don't blow. Is your horse a single footer, Uncle Joe, Uncle Joe? Is your horse a single footer, Uncle Joe, Uncle Joe? Is your horse a single footer, Uncle Joe, Uncle Joe? Don't mind the weather if the wind don't blow. Hop high, ladies, 3 in a row. Hop high, ladies, the cake's all dough. Hop high, ladies, 3 in a row. Don't mind the weather if the wind don't blow. Hop high, ladies, 3 in a row. Hop high, ladies, the cake's all dough. Hop high, ladies, 3 in a row. Don't mind the weather if the wind don't blow. Would you rather have a pacer, Uncle Joe, Uncle Joe? Would you rather have a pacer, Uncle Joe, Uncle Joe? Would you rather have a pacer, Uncle Joe, Uncle Joe? Don't mind the weather if the wind don't blow. Will your horse carry double, Uncle Joe, Uncle Joe? Will your horse carry double, Uncle Joe, Uncle Joe? Will your horse carry double, Uncle Joe, Uncle Joe? Don't mind the weather if the wind don't blow. Hop high, ladies, 3 in a row. Hop high, ladies, the cake's all dough. Hop high, ladies, 3 in a row. Don't mind the weather if the wind don't blow. Prettiest gal that I ever knew was cross-eyed Jane from Kalamazoo. Lean and lanky with great big legs. Looks like she's walking on hard-boiled eggs. I'm not a very good flat picker, so I just used a thumb pick and flailed away as best as I could. I'm quite used to finger picking, but I'm not a very good flat picker at all. I forgot to mention that there's also inside under the top there's 2 transverse bars of Douglas fir that hold the top up and keep it from caving in. Well, hope you enjoyed the tune and the song. Now comes the time I'd like to do a little Bible reading. So for those of you folks who are not interested in and do not want to hear a Bible reading, now is the time for you to end the video. I'll say adios, see you next time. For those of you who are hanging on, I'd like to read a couple of verses from the Old Testament. A big book written by the prophet Isaiah. This is from Isaiah chapter 43, where Isaiah is telling the people of Israel, this is the time during which the people of Israel were defeated and taken captive by the Babylonians. So Isaiah is talking to them, and he tells them about, remember when God first led you out of Egypt through the Red Sea. He's going to be doing it again. It starts on, I can't see this, verse 18, chapter 43. Forget the former things, do not dwell on the past. See, I am doing a new thing. Now it springs up. Do you not perceive it? I am making a way in the desert and streams in the wasteland. The wild animals honor me, the jackals and the owls, because I provide water in the desert and streams in the wasteland, to give drink to my people, my chosen, the people I formed for myself, that they may proclaim my praise. So that was God's promise that he was going to lead the Israelites out of captivity by Babylon, and it's his promise to us today that he's going to lead us out of the wasteland that surrounds us now. Anyway, pretty encouraging words, and I love the image of a stream of water running through the desert and through the wasteland. So, hope you enjoyed the reading. Hope you enjoyed the tune. God bless, and we'll see you down the road.